everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Raluca. In today's video I'm going to show you how I did this look right here, which I'm probably going to wear on New Year's Eve. I'm saying probably because I change my mind very quickly when it comes to makeup, but I really love how the look turned out, and yeah, I'm probably going to go with this one. It's just a classy look, has that touch of glitter but not too much, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I hope you like it too, and if you want to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. I feel like you know the drill by now. My brows are done already. I do have a tutorial on how I do my brows with soap, so you can go check that out if you're interested to see how I do them like this. And for today's look I'm going to start with my face because the eye makeup is not going to be that heavy. So let's apply some foundation because I already have my skin moisturized, so I want extra prime, let's say. And the foundation that I'm going to use today is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore. I think this is my favorite foundation from the drugstore. So I'm going to squeeze it on my fingers and apply it all over my face. And I'm going to blend it using a sponge. By the way, the shade that I'm using is 230 on this foundation. I also bring it down towards my jawline. I'm being very quick today. For concealer I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser. This one is in the shade a brightener. This is going to act as a corrector. I said concealer, but my fault. So this is going to be a little bit of a color corrector. And it's going to brighten my under eyes. As you can see, it has this peachy undertone. And again, I'm going to blend it using my sponge. And I'm going to top it using the same Instant Age Eraser, but in the shade Neutralizer. And this, I'd say it's a concealer, but it has a very yellow undertone. And I'll also use it to brighten the center of my face. And blending again using the sponge. I'm not going to conceal my eyelids because I want to apply an actual eyeshadow primer. Time for powder, and lately I've been setting my under eyes using a sponge because I feel like I feel like the concealer lasts more using that technique. So that's what I'm going to do today. And the powder that I'm using is the RCMA No Color powder. See if it creased. Yeah, it creased a bit. So first I'm going to blend in the creases. And then I'm going to take some powder on my sponge and apply it on my under eyes. And I'll use the sponge to also set my smile lines. Yeah. Again, to make the foundation a little bit more long lasting in that area. I'm not really baking, so I'm not leaving the powder there. I'm just wiping it right away. And I like the fact that it also brightens my under eye a little bit more. Okay, let's move on to the rest of my face, and I'm going to take some powder on this fluffy brush and just set everything in place. Next we have bronzer, blush and highlighter, and I'm going to use shimmery products. And the bronzer is going to be this NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette. This is the deep one, and I'm going to use this shade to bronze. It's like a shimmery warm toned bronzer, and I'm going to use shimmery everything because I want to be a little bit glowier than usual. So taking this bronzer on my Morphe M405 brush. Ooh, I needed dust of kisses from my brush. And I'm just going to bronze in circular motions. Let me see if I can fix this. Taking my powder brush And I'm going to go over this because I applied a little bit too much on this side. Okay, I think that's better. And I'm going to bronze up my forehead a little bit and also the tip of my nose. Keep in mind this is not a contour powder, so it's not supposed to sculpt your features, but just warm up your face a little bit. Okay, let's see, blush. I want to use again a shimmery blush, and I'm going to take this Essence Crystal Power eyeshadow. No, this is the Crystal Power blush and highlighter palette, and I'm going to take the shade Inner Happiness. I also love the name of it. This is my Sigma F10 blush brush, my favorite. And I'm going to apply this a little bit above the bronzer, and again, oh, yeah, that's pigmented. So above the bronzer, and again pretty further away from the center of my face, especially when you're using shimmers. You don't want to bring them too close to the center of your face because they're going to enhance your pores. But that's a strong blush, I'd say. Do I need a highlighter at this point? Because I feel like my cheeks are so shimmery. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to skip regular highlighter, and I'm going to apply my Diamond Bomb, the one that I'm using as a mirror. I'm usually using this one as a topper because it's just pure glitter, it's not really light reflecting. Again, taking my powder brush to kind of fade this blush. Okay, like I said, I'm going to apply my Diamond Bomb, and I usually apply this with my fingers because it's kind of a creamy texture and you can really pick it up with a brush. I feel like this is the perfect New Year's Eve product because it's so sparkly, and you can use it on your eyelids as well. And I'm also going to use it on the bridge of my nose and a little bit above my brows as well. So I'm sparkling everywhere. Oh, and my chin. And keep this bow. I'm feeling myself at this point. I'm going to finish the face makeup by applying some setting spray, and this is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Setting Spray. Let's get the hair out of the way. I've been wearing glitter for Christmas Eve, and I think a piece of glitter kind of injured my eye because I feel like there's something in my eye all the time, but I looked for that piece of glitter and there ain't any, so I probably have like a minor eye injury. It's getting better day by day. I wanted to mention that because it's the glittery season, and just be careful how you wear glitter, or better yet, how you remove it, because I just rubbed everywhere and that's probably how it got in my eye. So yeah, just make sure that you remove it like this and be careful about it. Moving on to my eyelids, I'm first going to prime them, and the product that I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the original one. I'm just going to apply this on my eyelids and blend it with my fingers. And you gotta let this dry before applying the eyeshadow. The eye look that I'm going to do is going to be neutral, so what a better palette to use than my Soft Glam from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is my go-to palette when I use neutrals, and yeah, she's a beauty. We all know her by now. I'm going to start the look with the burnt orange shade, which is going to go in my crease, and this is a Juvia's Place 006 blending brush. Taking the shade, dusting off the excess because this palette is a little bit dusty, and I'm placing this in my crease area, kind of extending it into my other corner. And I'm doing circular motions and moving my brush left and right to make sure that everything is well blended. And I'm also going to apply it on my lower lash line. And connecting it to the top part here in my other corner. A little bit lower in my crease, I'm going to apply the shade Rustic, which is like a medium neutral brown. The brush that I'm using is a Morphe M507 brush, and this is going to go a little bit lower in my crease. And again bringing it kind of high up in my outer corner. I'm kind of imagining where my cut crease is going to go. Taking my previous brush, the Juvia's Place 006, and with no additional product on it, I'm just going to blend the edges. And the shade Rustic is also going to go on my lower lash line. I'm not pressing too hard against my skin, so I'm just trying to use the tip of the brush to get really close to my lash line. Next, I'm going to cut the crease using some concealer. I'm going to take it on my brush. This is my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. You can use just any concealer that you have. And I'm going to cut the crease a little bit above my natural one. I need to hold my breath while doing this. I'm stamping the concealer so I can get a very sharp line. And I'm also gonna bring it all the way up to the other corner. Here in my outer corner, it's way above my natural crease, as you can see. I'm going to set the concealer in place using the shade Tempera from the Soft Glam palette. This is Juvia's Place Small Definer brush. And I'm carefully setting this by tapping. Time consuming as usual, but I'm finally moving on, and I'm going to do a wing liner, and I'll be using this Sephora brush tip liquid liner, waterproof. It looks something like this. Starting from the corner of my eye, I'm going to do a very kind of bold liner. So I'm taking it up to where my cut crease ends, and then connecting it to my lid. Notice how I do this with my eyes open, so I can go over my eye creases. I'm adding a little bit of brow bone and inner corner highlighting, and for that I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow palette. I'm going to take this brightest shade in the palette and highlight my inner corner, because I want to do a little bit of an inner corner wing. But first I need to add the highlighter, so the wing will be the last step. And also under the arch of my brow. And I'm adding a baby wing here in my inner corner. I mean, there's gotta be some glitter, right? Because otherwise this won't be a New Year's Eve look. So I'm going to add this Catrice Liquid Metal Cream Eyeshadow. So it's not really a glitter, it's like a shimmery metallic eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Champagne Shower, and I'm going to use it as kind of a liner. So I'm going to add it above my wing liner and also in my crease. So this is the brush that I'm going to be using, very thin, very detailed. And this is actually a nail art brush. So I'm just taking a little bit of that shadow on my brush. I'm going to apply it above my wing liner. Let me zoom you a little bit closer. So I'm just going to follow the shape of my wing liner. And I'm also adding this in my crease. Okay, now I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to skip false lashes for today. And instead I'm going to apply two mascaras, so I have big lashes anyway. First I'm going to use this Maybelline the Colossal mascara. This kind of separates the lashes and gives them a little bit of length. I feel like everyone online says this is a volume mascara, but to me it doesn't have that effect. I mean, it's separating, it's lengthening, but volume, no, not at all. So I'm going to follow up with a volume mascara. That's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I have the mini version here. When I say volume, I think of thick lashes. I like using one mascara for separating and then one mascara for volume. This is the difference. And I'm also going to apply it on my lower lashes. I'm going to pair this neutral eye look with a red lip, and first I'm going to line my lips using this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade 714 Full Red. I'm overlaying the center of my lips. And last but not least, I'm going to apply one of the most beautiful red lipsticks out there, the Sephora Collection 01 lipstick. The shade is called, I have no idea, it's just the number 01. That's how I know it and recognize it. And wait till you see what a gorgeous shade of red. Just a classic flattering tone of red. And that's everything for today's video. I really hope it was useful. If you're going to wear this look or any of my other looks on New Year's Eve, make sure to DM me a picture on Instagram because I would love to see that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're going to have an amazing and safe New Year's Eve. And I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!